All right, everyone. Happy to have HC Kelvin Sampson, senior point guard, Miles Hussein on your right, center guard, Emmanuel Sharp. If you have a question, raise your hand. When you're going, we'll go to Chris and Joseph, please. Go ahead, Chris.
Kelvin, you had that, I think, 7.5-minute stretch there in the second half where you didn't score. What did you see bogged down there, and what happened?
Nothing. The ball didn't go in. We got good looks. Not science project. Ball's got to go in. Milo's, how'd you like your looks? But the biggest difference in that stretch is everybody kind of makes too much out of the team that goes in like a drive or something. They're not trying to. The thing that keeps you out of that is the free throw line. That's the difference. How many free throws they shot? They shot 29 free throws. We shot 11. We're driving. You know, Tennessee's physical. They're really good defensively. We're physical. One team shot 29, the other team shot 11. Go to the free throw line, made 7 or 8 doing that. There is no drop. You got to go to the free throw line. That's why we told our guards, drive it, and they did.
Emmanuel, that second foul in the first half, I think they went to a review, and when he came back from the break, it went to you. I mean, how much, I mean, obviously it was a big moment in that first half. How much did that maybe throw you off in terms of not being able to be in there and help?
I mean, it wasn't a review. I found a mess. I made a dumb mistake. I can't be doing that. I gotta be on the floor with those guys and be sitting 15 minutes in the first half because of dumb fouls. That's.
Kelvin, I've seen the win, but Kingston had a pretty confident display. What's this ceiling and what's a game like this mean for a young guy like that?
I have no idea what his ceiling is. He puts the ball on the floor and goes to the basket. And he's a good free throw shooter. You're only shooting 2 free throws tonight. Mind-boggling. I thought we did a good job guarding. Gillespie's an older, experienced, played at the highest level his entire career. Is he a senior? Senior. He's really good. But he scored 22 points, but he took 16 shots. But he made 9 free throws. The difference in the game is the free throws. He went 9 for 9. Kingston went 2 for 2. I'm not saying we weren't fouling. I'm not, but they were too. Both teams were playing aggressive, tough, defense. Boom, 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 boom. Should be 29-2. I love it. Thought we did a good job on that. But there were some players there. I can't remember who it was for them that missed a layup and was that his only basket when he followed that up? You guys remember that? He has heady play by him. You have to give him credit for that. We didn't make the heady play. We were ahead of him. We just got out hustled. We own that. You just can't sit here and start throwing stuff out that is not true. Whatever I'm saying here today, I think it's true. He out hustled on this play. There was another one too where they made a really good play. But I wouldn't expect anything less than that Blake's team. You had 2 really good teams out there tonight. Somebody's going to lose it, somebody's going to win it. And we have a good team. It's not like that we got beat by 20. We had the ball down 2. They're down the stretch. And, from a coach's perspective, I know you guys are media, so I don't look at the game like you do, and you don't look at the game like I do. But the thing that I kept going back to was we got to get to the free throw line. I was saying that in the huddles. Drive it. And we did. kept driving it, and we just got to figure that out. If it's something I've got to do better, then I'll do it. I'll try it as hard as I can. But in a game like that, the free throw line was the difference tonight. And where Rick and his staff have done a good job too is their frontline bench. Carey and Estrella are starters. So let's give them credit for building that kind of roster. You know, last year, you know, we had 3 starters up front. Francis, Roberts, and JoJo. This year we have JoJo. The guy beside him is probably going to be a good player one day, but he doesn't have the physical stature that those guys have. And you can tell that Kerry has a high basketball IQ. He's a playmaker, and I mean he's huge, thick, but he's also smart. How do you pronounce his name? Opara. Estrella, Carey. Those 3 guys in net. But I think as the time goes by, you know, CNAC needs a lot of games under its belt to figure out why this occurred at this time and how I can do a better job of making the adjustment on the floor. That's the problem with freshmen. It's not that they're not trying. Chris tries. And we were down 5 on the boards at halftime, and we came back and out rebounded. So that was a positive. Chris had 11 rebounds. That's something he can hang his hat on. All good players have to have something they can hang their hat on. But proud of our guys for continuing to play. We kept playing. It was a good game. November what's the date of the day? 25th. 2 good teams. They're going to get better, and I think we will too.
There's not a lot of guys in this business, Coach, with more wins than you, but you faced one of them tonight in Rick, and you got Calipari next month in self and conference play. I was curious from your coach's perspective, is it just the next game on your schedule, or do you liken it to something like a championship heavyweight fight or a chess match against a grandmaster or something else?
You know, the thing that all 3 of those guys have in common, they're all good friends of mine. I've known them. Ray Barnes and I played college basketball against each other 50 years ago. I used to call him Little Ricky from Hickory. He's from Hickory, North Carolina. But no, those guys are all high character guys. They're great. They are great for the game. Ray Barnes and John and Bill, all 3 of those guys are great husbands, great fathers, great role models, a lot of younger coaches. It's been a thrill for me in my career to have guys that I can look across from that's, you know, my generation. Not a lot of baby boomers left.
Time for a couple more.
Kelvin, going back to the line, they had a moment late where I believe it could have been a 1 possession game, but they made the first free throw and then Carey gets the tip there.
That 2 nights in a row that's happened. I mean, those are winning plays, man. Winning plays. You got to make the winning plays. The kid for Syracuse last night did it. You know, CNAC. You know, JoJo was sitting there when we went over it last night. Oh, come on, JoJo, knock your man out. You look up, it's a 1 possession game, and we get a house here, but you know what? I'll fix that with my team, but at the same time, give Rick's team's credit for taking advantage.
Question for both players. I mean, you hear Kelvin talking about the importance of the line. How would you assess the level of physicality you played with tonight and the way you responded to Tennessee?
You know, I feel like they were a tougher team. Like you said, they made the tougher plays, the more winning plays, and you know, that's just something we got to improve on. You know, it's a tough loss, but you know, we can also learn from it and see that we gotta be tougher.
The kid that should be mentioned, though, not a lot of people will remember his impact, but it was Bishop Boswell. He impacted that game. No idea what his future holds in this game. That kid's a winner. He was the toughest guy on the floor tonight. And our kids, there are a lot of good things. You know, we're up 9 or 11. What was our biggest lead? 11. Yeah, that's right about then is where the foul line started to come in. I think they scored a bunch of free throws down the stretch the first half. But it has nothing to do with Boswell. A lot of respect for that young man. He's tough and he's a winner. Every coach in America would love to have Ryan Boswell.
I have time for one